Hi, so sorry I've not been on YouTube for a couple of weeks. I've actually been waiting for my van, and I got the call yesterday to say that it's arrived in Phuket. I haven't got it yet, but it's arrived in Phuket. It should arrive in Chalong by tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow afternoon I should be able to pick it up. I must admit, when I got the phone call yesterday morning that the van had come, I got pretty nervous. I thought, oh my god, this is serious now. The van's coming, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So yes, so I've kind of got stressed about it's going to be here, but I've also got calm about getting all the work done on it. I've decided I'm not going to go into major full blowout get all the van done. I'm going to be calm and steady. So the first thing I've decided is I'm going to get the van, do some small jobs, take the chairs out, but I'm not going to do the aircon or the roof rack or things like that, the battery and everything, until the new year. I booked it in on the 6th of January, and I'm just going to do slow and steady like that, because my big worry, like it's my biggest concern, is getting the van registered. Because if they decide, if the person that registers the van in 1 or 2 months' time decides to take it a certain way, I could get charged huge amount of tax. And if they don't take it that way, then I don't get charged tax. So it's a bit hard to explain. It's about the person, you know, who looks at it, how he feels. That's as simple and easy as that. So I've got to try to not make it too much of an habitation, you know, a living vehicle. So that's where I am with that. I've got back into my jewellery making, which I'm quite pleased about. I'm all over the place with that as well, as to what I should be focusing on, whether I should do it as a hobby. I've been doing it for about 1.5 years now. Only like the first 6 months, waste of time. I was just making light toy jewellery just to practice. Then in the new year it got a bit better, and now when I make jewellery now, it's a lot better than before. And when I look at what I made before, I thought I could sell it, but when I look at it now, I think you can't sell that. You can, but not for big money. So I see a lot of people making jewellery, and they make it from cheap metals and cheap beads, and I look at it, and that's like the easiest way to make it in terms of financial outlay, especially if you can't sell it. But it takes a long time to make a piece of jewellery, and I don't want to spend like 2 hours making a piece that's worth 1,000 baht, when I can spend 2 hours making a piece that's got beautiful beads, sterling silver or gold filled metals, and sell it for 8,000-10,000 baht. But after saying that, I can't sell anything if I haven't got somewhere to sell it. So I have a website. Never sold anything on the website, to be honest with you, but I haven't pushed it. I think looking at it now in hindsight, I think making jewellery and deciding to sell it, unless you go to these craft stores or something, which I don't want to do. No, I don't want to go into these craft stores or something, which I don't want to do. Then you're not getting anywhere with it. Anyway, I've just got a message from Toyota, so I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute and check that, because I think the van has arrived in Chalong. Yes, so I got the photos. I'll put them on the video. The van's arrived. And to be honest, it feels like a real anticlimax. Like, I've been so excited about it. It's been 3 months waiting since I ordered it, and probably 3-4 months before I ordered it. So this has been going on before June that I've been thinking about this. So, and it's here. You'd think I'd be jumping up and down excited, but I'm not. I'm sure I will be, but I think it's just hit me like a ton of bricks now that I've made that move. I do this all the time. You know, when I bought the restaurant, well, I took a lease on a restaurant. I was all excited, and then when I got the restaurant, I went into a full-blown panic. Anyway, the van's arrived, and I've got to pick it up at 11 o'clock tomorrow. And then it all starts. The thought of pulling all the chairs out, removing the ceiling, removing the floor, blah blah blah, in a brand new van is pretty scary. And there's all kinds of things can go wrong in Thailand with it. I talked to the guy who I bought the van from, you know, the Toyota, and he said never in Phuket have they ever registered one of these kinds of vans. And he said that if, depending on the inspector, they could charge me tax, and that's a lot, hundreds of thousands of baht. So that won't happen, because if they do like that, then I'll take the van to Bangkok and I'll find somebody that registers it without it being paying the tax. Because I know other people have done it. If I didn't know other people had done it, then I wouldn't have bought the van. Anyway, that's another story. That's something I'm definitely not going to ponder on. That's not going to hold me back. The problem is with things like this, if you worry about all the things that can go wrong, like I am a little bit today, then you're not going to do it. So I'm going to be okay. I think I'll have a few beers tonight and have an early night, and then get ready and just go and do it. Go and get the van tomorrow, drive it out of there. That's another story. Drive it out of there tomorrow, and that's the new adventure begins. So what have I got going on at the moment? I'm selling property, trying to. I'm still in my house. I'm always doing arts and crafts in there. I'm back doing the jewellery. I've got a van. So yeah, I've got quite a few things going on. Alright, that's where I am for now. And turning you around, no, I'm not turning you around. I don't know how to do that. Right, okay, I'll turn off and I'll come back on in a moment. So this is my view at Nai Harn Beach. I've been coming out now. Some days I don't leave the house for 3-4 days in a row, and then I leave the house for 3 days in a row, like that. And I've been starting to come out and sit at places like this to get a feeling what it. I never go and sit anywhere apart from it's a bar or something. But I've come to places like this now just to sit and try to think what it's going to be like when I get the van, just sitting in the nature. And that's quite exciting. I am excited about the van. It's just making this step now to make it happen. But I feel quite lucky that I'm in a position to do this. So we'll see. My heart is to do van life in Europe, but I can't do that now, not yet. Maybe in a few years. I'm waiting to see what happens to my son. Well, I have 2 sons. I'm waiting to see what they want to do. If they want to come and live in Thailand, or if they want to stay in Europe. The children are quite young, so they can't do that, not at least for another 5 years. So I'm all over the place with that as well. Everything's all over the place. But anyway, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun the next month. As soon as I get this van tomorrow, I'm going to drive it down to the lake and see how it feels. But it's be full of seats, so I can't do anything with it. But there you go. I might be able to make a bead shop in the van. Anything's possible. Okay.